today's episode, we'll be telling you about some fun ways to entertain yourself during the worldwide lockdown. We'll also be giving you more information about the new juggernaut mode that we're working on, and announcing a new way to get paints. Hello tankers! Every so often, we get comments that the image quality of our vlog isn't great. Here's why. YouTube sets the video quality to a minimum by default, so if you want to experience our vlog in all its visual glory, all you need to do is click on the gear icon and manually set the resolution you want. Prepare to be dazzled. It's not quite a zombie apocalypse out there, but it sure feels like one. And you can't even pull out the old shotgun and chainsaw. Where's the fun? Okay, don't worry, Tanki Online's got you covered. Our themed lockdown event features a special mission, 2 great value bundles, increased funds, and even increased experience points from matchmaking battles. And yes, if you have premium, it gives you an additional boost. Check out the official announcement to find out how that works. So log into the game, and don't forget to pick up the mission from the HTML5 or mobile version of the game before going into battle. Good luck on the battlefield! Last episode, we hinted at a new mode for Juggernaut. Now it's time to talk about it in more detail. We've already said that this mode will require some great teamwork. Why? Because for the first time ever, the Juggernaut will be controlled by 2 members of the team. That's right. One will control the turret and will be handling all the firing. The other will be responsible for movement and overdrive. Additionally, each player will only see that part of the interface for which he or she is responsible. So the first player will see the reload bar, and the second will see the health bar. The second player will also be responsible for using supplies, but both players must have this supply in their inventory. Otherwise, it won't work. Additionally, the supply will be consumed for both players' inventories. The good news is that frags and experience points will be credited to both players equally. To make it easier to coordinate, we'll be implementing a voice chat feature that will be triggered as soon as players are put in charge of the Juggernaut. While we're on the topic, you're probably wondering why the development of this new mode is taking so long. It's no secret that in multiplayer games, the code responsible for the logic of player interaction is very important. It must take into account the properties of the connection of all players, signal delays in the network, computer performance, and so on. And in this particular scenario, there's the added complication of sharing the tank with another player. This would be challenging even if both players are sitting in the same room and playing on the same computer. Doing it online and remotely really ups the difficulty, but we feel we've managed to pull it off successfully. Of course, we need a way to compensate for the increased challenge. Here's how we're gonna do it. Each player will have a one-time special ability, kind of like an overdrive, with a 15 seconds duration. For the turret player, it will boost missile target acquisition by 10 times. And turret rotation by 3 times. For the hull player, the ability will boost armor by 10 times, accelerate overdrive charging speed by 5 times, and movement speed by 1.3 times. However, only one of the special abilities will be usable at any one time, so if one player activates their special ability, and the second one activates it right after, the second one will cancel the first. Of course, such a complex mechanic needs extensive testing, which is impossible to achieve in a closed server. So once we launch this new mode, we'll be actively monitoring the situation and making tweaks for balance. Now, many of you are probably already asking, will we be able to play this in the Flash version? Unfortunately, no. Due to the volume of work involved, we simply couldn't create a version of this mode for Flash, so it will only be available in the HTML5 version of the game, and eventually in the Android version. Additionally, with the launch of this mode, we'll also be adding special missions with a unique reward, available only for a limited time. As you can see, we're really working hard on making a superior HTML5 version for you. Expect an official announcement soon. An important change is coming. Soon, you'll be able to buy certain paints for tank coins. This means you won't need to wait and hope for that elusive rare paint to drop from a container. You can just buy it directly. And one more important point about paints. We're moving them from the shop to the garage. We'll be revealing the selection of paints soon, so stay tuned. Time for YouTuber Digest, our weekly selection of community YouTube videos. This week, we'll be sharing some videos from our YouTuber Wannabe submissions. What have our YouTubers been up to during the lockdown? Let's find out. First, let's watch Frogs as he tests the new Gauss alteration against all the turrets in Tanki Online. How will the alteration do? Next, Mafia King shows us that playing on mobile is just as fun as playing on your PC by doing a Road to Legend completely on mobile. And to conclude, Graphics shares with us a montage of all the gold boxes he has caught during the lockdown in his brand new gold montage. Do you want to be featured in a vlog? Submit your videos in the YouTuber Wannabe form in the description below. Bow to the undisputed king of the railgun, File 104, who has repeated his achievement of going through the entire Masters of the Sword solo tournament without a single defeat. If you missed the live stream of the grand final, you really should watch the recording. You'll be treated to a unique display of technique and competitive spirit, as File 104 and Bravo trade shots in the breathtaking final. Watch as Bravo hounded his opponent through 6 intense rounds over Sandal, Duality, and Boombox. File 104's victory definitely didn't come easy, but in the end, he prevailed. His reward is the unique Impulse Paint and the Spectrum module with 20% protection against all turrets and mines. Bravo receives Gladiator Paint. Well done to both of these super talented players. Congratulations! That's all for this episode. Remember to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. We'll see you in a week. But first tell us, do you use the TikTok app? Answer yes or no in the special Google form. The link is in the description. See ya! Last time, you had to guess how many mines Magnum would place with the mortar alteration before the first one disappeared. And the correct answer is B. Here are our winners. And here's the new question.